I'm a clairvoyant psychic and a contactee, and I'm currently in the midst of painting, so please excuse the mess. I've got stuff everywhere right now, but my guide's been on top of me every day, multiple times a day, trying to get me to make YouTube videos, which is like a stubborn little monkey I have been making. So while I was just getting everything painted today, my guides told me that rather than distract myself through the activities that I've been doing, it'd be really beneficial to help do something that was contributing to the world in a positive way. Because right now, so many of us are turning to a place of fear and anxiety, when in reality, we should be focusing on the things that we're wanting to manifest, which is more love, more connection, more of that harmony coming from the situation that's occurring around the planet at this time. And so, because so many of you are feeling as though your energy is so sensitive to that of which is around you, you're feeling the auras of other people as their energy is coming into you, and it's now sticking to your auric body, and you're wanting to send them love and connection and that feeling of harmony just going over top of the situation with this whole COVID thing. So why don't we do something together to help really ground our energy, to clear our energy, and to help make the situation a little bit better at a splinter. So what we're going to do is we're going to get super comfy. So I'm just going to sit on my bum. We're going to get nice and comfy. And you're going to just take a nice deep breath. And while you do that, just take a moment. Feel the energy that's around you. I want you to close your eyes and feel the energy that's in front of you. It might feel warm or cool. You might feel a sense of an emotion. You might get the feeling of a heaviness or a stagnancy, and that's okay. But just take note of it. And then we're going to take our energy and our awareness, and we're going to bring it over to the right and feel the energy that's to our right. Just notice and observe and allow. And bring your energy and focus to the back of you. Feel the energy of what is going on behind you. And then start to bring your energy and attention and focus over towards the left. Observing the energy that is all around you in a beautiful 360-degree view. Good. The reason we want to do that is we want to take note of our energy before we begin any psychic development exercises. Afterwards, we'll end up doing that again just to see how the energy feels different. But for now, let's just start with that. And then what you're going to do is, I think it'd be a lot of fun to connect with our spirit guides. Really invite in some of the beings that we're working with. So just close your eyes again. And as you're closing your eyes, take a nice deep breath. And let it all go. And on the count of 5, we're going to work our way up to 5. We're going to start at 1. And every time we take a deep breath, we're going to take ourselves into a deeper and deeper psychic level, just to allow us to relax more and more. So 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. And as your eyes are closed, I want for you to visualize that you're at a beach. And as you're at this beach, imagine there are beautiful logs and sand all covering the beach. See gentle waves crashing ahead of you. Really start to notice the energy of what the beach feels like. Feel the vibration of the ocean waves as they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Notice the calming breeze of the ocean as it comes towards you. And just feel the energy that's all around you. Notice any wildlife or animals that are making their presence known. And as you're doing this, I want for you to just once again feel the energy of all that's around you. It's very important. Now, as you're doing this, I want for you to invite a spirit guide who is working with you a lot lately, to come forward. You can say it either out loud or in your head. I invite my spirit guide to join me, please. And then once again, pay attention to how the energy feels. Continue taking nice, deep breaths. And observe. And as the spirit guide comes towards you, invite them to sit on your left. Feel their energy as it comes closer. And if you're having trouble feeling them, ask them to increase the energetic volume. That way you can sense it to a greater capacity. And so, while we're doing this, I want for you to ask the spirit guide a question. One moment, my cat wants to come in. And of course, there's always some adorable distraction whenever I'm making my videos. So while we're doing this, and we're feeling our spirit guide's energy coming around us, take note. Feel whether they feel masculine, feminine, or non-gendered. And what you're going to do is you can break it down into a simple yes and no, with yes feeling light and no feeling heavy or restricted. And just feel the energy all around you. Now, with this spirit guide, I want for you to ask them a question. A very simple question. And you're just going to loosely hold it in your mind. I want for you to ask them, what do I need to know? Okay. And you're just going to feel the energy. Okay, go on then. You might get a subtle impression in your mind of something that's important. Keeping your mind gentle and blank, feel the energy of what's around you. Feel the energy of your spirit guide. Feel the energy of what they're doing and what their vibration is saying. If you have any subtle images coming into your mind, take note of them. Just allow for that impression to go into your head. And if you see an image you don't understand, it's okay to tell them, I don't understand this image. Please explain this differently. Now, as the spirit guide is sitting beside you, I want for you to feel the energy of what they feel like. Are you getting any impressions from them? Feel what their aura is like. As you're talking to the spirit guide and you've invited them in, I want for you to feel what their aura is like. Feel if they're masculine, feminine, or non-gendered. Because many of the beings that we have as guides don't actually have a conventional male or female energy in the way in which we perceive it. And so a lot of them can come across as being non-gendered beings. And ask for them to show you a color that represents them. You might have it flash across your mind in a moment. it may come across as something that you hear or smell or see, and you may be wondering, well, how can I smell a color? That doesn't make any sense. But if you were to smell something like oranges, it could be representative of oranges. If you smell something like limes, it could represent green. If you were to smell something that was like cinnamon hearts, you probably associate that with red. See how there's that color association even with something as different as smell or taste? It's just like that. Now as we're doing this, we're going to ask the being if there's anything that they think is significant for us to know at this time. And so close your eyes, take another deep breath to calm the body. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that moment. And ask, what do I need to know? What is significant for me at this time? And the trick with this, and the thing that a lot of psychics struggle with when they're first really learning how to connect in, is to not grasp at the answers, but to gently cradle the question in your mind. Allow it to rest in your mind without reaching for what it is you're seeking. Now you may be shown things that you don't quite understand, and that's okay. But if that happens, you do need to tell the being, either out loud or in your head, I don't understand what you're showing me. Can you please explain it to me differently? Or show me something else, please. It's not rude to do this. In the same way that if you and I were speaking right now, if I explained something to you and you didn't know what I was saying, or didn't fully understand what I was trying to get across, you would ask for clarification. It's the same thing. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to ask the being, is there a sign or symbol that they use when they come around us to let us know of their presence? And so while your eyes are closed, allow for your mind to go blank once again. Take notice of any impressions that come across in your body or that come across in your third eye or with your ears or even thoughts in your mind. It could be something very subtle, like a four-leaf clover or a penny or the impression of a hug. It might be chills going up and down the spine. It could be a warm, energetic impression that's enveloping around you. There are so many ways in which these beings try to connect with us. It's just a matter of learning to recognize the way that the different beings interact with us. You'll have to excuse the cat. She thinks the paper is just delightful to walk on. And now that we've done that, it's very important that if you want to talk to your guide and to continue speaking with them, just pause the video and talk to them. Take as much time as you want or need to really get to know this being, asking it all sorts of questions, and if you're finding that it's hard for you to get clear, concise answers, every question can be broken down to a yes or a no, using your body as that beautiful barometer or measuring system to notice if something feels heavy or if it feels light. Because things that are heavy always feel dense to us, and they are typically our no's, whereas if it's a yes, it normally feels lighter. And so, when you are finally done asking questions today of your spirit guide, you're going to want to take a moment and to thank them for all the assistance that they have given you in this lifetime. You'll want to express your appreciation and gratitude for the service they are doing for you and for humanity. So take a moment and send them a mental hug. Send them feelings of loving energy and gratitude. Thank you. Feels really good. And say any other messages to them that you want to say. I do recommend giving them permission from this point onward to intervene in all areas of your life that they are able to be of assistance with. It will make your life easier, more enjoyable, and you'll find that the more you incorporate the angelic and higher vibrational beings to be of assistance with you, the easier your life will become. And even when other people are turning to fear and anxiety, these emotions that are so dense and heavy and cloudy, you'll find that by connecting to your angels and spirit guides, you'll be able to get more clarity about the situation without going into that same state of panic and lower vibrational emotion, which is what so many people are in. But before we let our angel go for the night, I want for us to take one last moment and to ask our angels and spirit guides to surround us, to come into the room, to feel their vibration all throughout our houses and our rooms that we're in. You want to have them surrounding your body, your pets, your children, your loved ones. And we're going to ask them to come forward and to surround us with loving energy. Envision beautiful golden light cascading down from the heavens, going all around our bodies and our homes and our properties, going to the furthest reaches of our property lines and starting to go towards our neighbors. Now we're going to ask the angels to please clear us psychically of all energies that do not belong to us. And for any of those energies that don't belong to us, we're going to ask them to return those energies to their rightful owners with love and consciousness. Because many of us are picking up on the fear-based energies that are being emitted by others right now, and it's altering our own vibrational frequency in such a way that's making us feel anxious, mad, scared, all sorts of things that we don't need to be operating from right now. And we're going to ask the angels for another thing before we stop this evening, or this afternoon, pardon me. We're going to ask the angels to go to every single person on the planet to start to relieve the stress energy that those humans are carrying, to surround those humans with love and light. And maybe we should incorporate the pets too, as well as the animals, because according to that dog, it sounds like they need it as well. Good. Incorporate the animals and the puppy stops barking. Not even my dog, which is kind of fun. Thank you. That's wonderful. But I'm going to let you go. It was lovely talking to you. I hope that gives you a little bit of a psychic development technique or tool to really move forward, and another way to connect with your guides. Peace, love, and light. Bye.